You know that thing you do for 8, maybe 12 hours a day? Well, there's a new intern in the global office. It doesn't sleep, it doesn't take coffee breaks, and its favorite hobby is learning everything you know, but faster. Its name is AI, and it's gunning for a promotion. This isn't some far-off sci-fi plot. This is happening right now, quietly, in the background of our lives. It's the self-checkout that replaced a cashier, the automated voice that has you screaming representative, the software that helps your boss figure out who's most efficient. The potential is huge, but so are the risks. Because when you remove the central pillar of our society, the job, the whole structure gets a little wobbly. Right now, AI isn't a monster under the bed. It's more like a super efficient, slightly creepy roommate who's already reorganized your kitchen without asking. It's an assistant, a partner in crime for millions of professionals. It's the radiologist's co-pilot, flagging tumors an eye might miss, or the designer generating a dozen concepts in minutes. It's not taking the whole job. It's just nibbling at the edges, one task at a time. But when one person can do the work of 3, what happens to the other 2? Some are just gone. The silent layoffs blamed on restructuring. The jobs most vulnerable are built on repetition, data entry, basic customer service. They are the canaries in the coal mine. This is the slow creep, the beginning of the biggest labor shift in history. It feels manageable now. But the pace is about to pick up. Welcome to Step 4, the Great Acceleration. Buckle up, because things are about to get weird. We're talking about the period between now and roughly 2035. If today's AI is a helpful intern, the AI of the next decade is the overachieving junior executive who has already figured out your boss's job and is coming for it. The nibbling at the edges phase will be over. This is when AI starts eating whole slices of the employment pie. We're not just talking about repetitive tasks anymore. We're talking about jobs that require knowledge, analysis, and even a touch of creativity. Think junior accountants, market research analysts, software developers, some aspects of journalism. The machines are coming for the white-collar jobs. Why the sudden speed up? It's a perfect storm of factors. Computing power keeps climbing, data volumes explode, models become robust and reliable. Imagine an AI that can write code. Imagine it understanding a project manager's plain English request. Imagine it designing an entire software architecture. Imagine it building and testing with minimal human oversight. Imagine a logistics AI managing a global supply chain, rerouting ships and trucks in real time, avoiding a storm in the Pacific, avoiding a strike in a European port. This level of capability will be too tempting for businesses to ignore. The economic pressure will be immense. Why hire 5 junior analysts when 1 senior plus AI can do better, faster? Companies that don't automate get left behind. That creates a domino effect across industries. First to fall, finance, insurance, information technology. But it won't stop there. Transportation will be next. Self-driving trucks and delivery drones become economically essential. Creative fields won't be immune. AI generates music. AI designs buildings. AI produces mass-market marketing campaigns. A massive social challenge, the skills gap on steroids. Demand soars for people who can design, manage ethically, oversee AI systems. These become the new high priests of the digital age. But millions will find their skills obsolete and the path forward uncertain. Rapid, large-scale retraining becomes a national emergency. Can you retrain a 50-year-old truck driver to be an AI ethics auditor? Maybe. Can you do that at scale and affordably for millions? That's the challenge our society will face. The Great Acceleration won't just be technological, it will be social and educational, ready or not. Now we arrive at Step 3, the tipping point. This is the moment, maybe 20 to 30 years from now, when automated jobs cross the 50% line. For the first time, most paid labor is performed by non-human entities. Everything our society is built on, education, taxes, even self-worth, assumes most adults work. What happens when that's no longer true? We'll have the capacity to produce abundance, but the mechanism to distribute it, the wage, will be broken for most people. The gap between the owners of AI and the unemployed could become a chasm. The conversation has to shift from how do we save jobs to how do we build a society that works jobs. So we've tipped over. Welcome to Step 2, life on the other side. Let's imagine we've reached 2060. AGI is a reality. This isn't just smart software. It can reason, it can learn, it can create across any domain, just like a human, with the processing power of a supercomputer. Pretty much any job that can be done, sitting at a desk, standing at a counter, driving a vehicle, is done by a machine. So what does life actually look like for the average person? With the daily grind of the 9 to 5 gone, what fills the void? This is where we confront the deep, weird, and wonderful social fallout of a post-work world. First, the big one, purpose. For centuries, our identity has been linked to our profession. What do you do? The first question at a party. Our job gives structure, a social circle, a sense of contribution. When that disappears, what replaces it? We could see a renaissance of human connection and creativity. Local community projects, pottery, woodworking, coaching youth sports, caring for relatives and neighbors, learning a new language, studying philosophy, exploring quantum physics just for fun. We might finally have time to be fully human. But there's a flip side, a crisis of meaning, utopian boredom. Many could feel lost, adrift, useless. We might see a rise in mental health issues, depression and anxiety. Escapism becomes alluring. People retreating into hyper-realistic virtual worlds for days, neglecting real-world lives and relationships. The social fabric could fray without new institutions and norms that provide belonging and purpose. We must celebrate the caregiver, the artist, the community organizer, as much as we celebrated the CEO. And what about cities and daily rhythms? The twice-daily commute would vanish, reshaping urban landscapes. Megalopolises might become less dense. People choose smaller towns for a better quality of life. Rush hour becomes an archaic term you explain to your grandkids. Days ruled by our own interests and projects. Life could become more local, more community-focused, quieter. The frantic energy of the 21st century city could give way to a slower, deliberate pace. But achieving this peaceful vision depends entirely on getting the next step right. This brings us to step 1, the most important step of all. We need to start building right now. If we're going to navigate this transition without society tearing itself apart, we need to fundamentally redesign the operating system of our civilization. It's a massive undertaking, but it boils down to 3 big, essential fixes. Think of these as the legs of a stool that will support a post-work society. If one of them is wobbly, the whole thing comes crashing down. The first and most critical leg is a new system for distributing wealth, universal basic income. Fix number 1, universal basic income, or UBI. I know that sounds like a crazy socialist fantasy to some, but machines will generate most of the wealth. How else do you ensure everyone has resources to live? A UBI would provide a regular, unconditional payment to every citizen, enough to cover basic needs like housing, food, healthcare. It's not about making everyone rich. It's about a solid floor nobody can fall through, funded by taxing the productivity gains of automation. A dividend paid to every citizen for shared ownership of technology. The paycheck you get for being human in an automated world. Fix number 2, a revolution in education. Our current system was built for the industrial age, compliance and long-term jobs. That model is dead. The new model, lifelong learning adaptability, cultivating uniquely human skills, make education and retraining free and accessible at any stage of life. Change what we teach. Shift away from rote memorization toward critical thinking, creativity, emotional intelligence, complex collaboration. Teach kids to be good humans, not bad robots. Fix number 3, redefine value and work. Stop equating economic value with human worth. We need a cultural shift to reward essential but underpaid work. Caregiving for children, caregiving for the elderly, community organizing, creating art and music, mentoring young people. Create systems like social credits or a caring wage to acknowledge this work. Expand our definition of contribution to create meaningful roles and let everyone participate and enrich society. After all that, it's easy to feel a little bit of dread. But this isn't a prophecy of doom. It's a call to action. The future of human value lies in doubling down on our humanity, care, creativity, and community. This means starting UBI pilots now, reinvesting in public schools, and supporting local artists and caregivers. We are at a crossroads. One path is social decay. The other, technology liberates us from drudgery, unlocking shared prosperity. A future with more time for our passions and our communities. This future isn't guaranteed, It must be built. The choice is ours. Let's get to work.